So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
And marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Allen. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Second and 10. Now Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
To the air, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his left. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Let's see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. In motion comes the tight end left.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Now they'll change things up. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Purdy from the gun.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
On gain of 9, it's 4th down.
Purdy on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk,
56 yards.
and the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Jake Moody now for the point after.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Jake Moody now for the point after.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
3rd down and 1.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A yard, all they need, but it's third down.
Allen off the play fake, sliding out of the pocket. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Amari Cooper, 62 yards.
And the Bills are able to move back in front.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Purdy.
That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now 2nd and 3. Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
Back to throw again.
Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Purdy looking to throw.
He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Purdy on the sneak.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Brock Purdy
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the 49ers have taken the lead.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 14-10.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen going to throw.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
On the move to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bills have yet again retaken the lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Purdy now to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Back to throw, Purdy. To the right side and intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now Allen.
That is complete downfield to Knox.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Allen to throw once more. Touchdown! Dawson Knox in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
49ers 14.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Juwan Jennings, 70 yards. And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On play action, Allen fights him off. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 5.
Now Allen. And he is caught.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Steps away.
Throw left side to Kincaid.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And again, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Curtis Samuel from 13 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
49ers 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing here, Purdy. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25.
But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now Cook running right. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Allen. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Ray Davis.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills use the short field to get in for 6. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
49ers, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Purdy.
And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Looking to throw. Purdy. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Samuel going to go in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. First catch of the game there for Samuel, and it results in a first down. Shotgun now with Purdy. It returns it right back to Samuel.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 34 yards.
And the 49ers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Throwing now is Allen.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bills are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.